A warm welcome to AD4 TV Radio News Updates, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital territory. I am Gracious Ogon. Nigeria's presidency on Friday faulted a report by the United Kingdom All-Party Parliamentary Group on International Religious Freedom, which accused the federal government of allowing armed Islamic groups kill, maim and displace Christians through a systematic cleansing, saying it was a misrepresentation of issues in Nigeria. Report from the Humanitarian Aid Relief Trust says more than 1,000 Christians were killed between January and November 2019, in addition to an estimated 6,000 deaths since 2015. Amnesty International also estimates that between January 2016 and October 2018, at least 3,641 people have been killed, 406 injured, and 5,000 houses burnt down. Local groups, such as the Christian Association of Nigeria, report higher figures between January and June 2018. No fewer than 6,000 people were killed by Fulani herders. Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity to President Muhammadu Buhari, Garuba Shehu, however, said tensions have always existed over the years between Christians and Islam and between herders and farmers as a result of access to decreasing amiable and farmlands. Minister of Health Dr. Osage Hanire this Saturday says more work still needs to be done to ensure that the celebrated polio-free status endorsed by the World Health Organization to Nigeria is maintained, so no child is ever paralyzed by the virus. WHO has declared Nigeria free of wide polio on Friday, following the completion of documentation for the free status. The country is to get its certification of Africa Regional Certification Commission for Polio Eradication in August 2020. Egyptian Foreign Ministry has requested the United Nations Security Council to intervene in resolving the dispute over the controversial Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam on the Nile River, stressing the importance for Egypt, Ethiopia and Sudan to continue negotiations with goodwill. The ministry said it has asked the Council to push the three countries to adhere to their obligations in accordance with the rules of international law to reach a fair and balanced solution to the issue of the GAD. Egypt said it sought the Council's intervention to avoid any tension and maintain international peace and security. The New Development Bank has given a $1 billion COVID-19 emergency loan to South Africa to help reduce the socio-economic impact of the pandemic. The Chinese bank's first regional office is in Johannesburg. The National Treasury on Saturday said the COVID-19 emergency loan was provided in response to the urgent request by the government, as South Africa was already in recession before the pandemic, which further affected the economy. We'll take a break now. We'll be right back.
I am a refugee from Rwanda living in Kenya, but I'm also a nurse working on the front line during this COVID-19.
I'm a refugee from Iran living in Sydney, Australia. I'm also a civil engineer running online series of live conversation with doctors for the community.
I am a refugee in Ghana, but I'm also a nursing student. I help my community to stay safe by sharing useful information on COVID-19.
I'm a South Sudanese refugee living in Nairobi, but I'm also a communication officer giving timely and verified information on COVID-19 to my community.
I'm a refugee from Burundi living in Rwanda. I'm also a refugee college guidance counselor providing support to refugee students during this pandemic. I do it for you.
I do it for you.
I do this for you.
I do it for you.
I do this for you.
I do it for you.
Welcome back. You're watching AD4 TV Radio News Updates. The federal government of Nigeria announced that more Nigerians will be evacuated from the United States of America on July 3rd via the second special flight for citizens stranded due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking on behalf of the Nigerian missions in the United States, the Nigerian consulate in New York said only those free of COVID-19 and with body temperatures below 38 degrees Celsius will be allowed to board the plane. The evacuees are expected to arrive at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos on July 4th. And that's it on AD4 TV Radio News Updates, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. Please follow us on our social media platforms at AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Gracious Ogun.